Sorry. It's been my day.
God damn, dude. Hello, fake sinners, and welcome to this week's meeting of the Sad Kids Record Society. I'm your host, Lilli, and this week I'm listening to Red Hearse by Red Hearse.
And I'm your other host, Adam, and I'm listening to Heroin by Maroon 5.
But we'll tell you about that later. For now, let's drop the needle.
This is amazing. You are literally like my musical soulmate.
This is a bop.
What's up? Listen, hey, it's that bitch Lilli live from the garage. All right.
What's up, bitches?
What's up? No, what's up, bitches? It's that bitch. We're here. We're ready to fucking party. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. I don't know
This
why.
is record timing.
Record time. I don't know why that scared me. So that scared me because like the way that I was very confused because the way that the setup is in here, I'm in my in-laws' garage, obviously, because we have just moved to Washington. It's also very bizarre to be recording at 3:30 p.m. Let me tell you that much. So
yeah, back to that.
That's very strange. But the way that it's laid out is that I'm looking at Adam on this screen, and the door behind him kind of lines up to the garage door that leads into the house. And so when the door opened, my eyes saw Gabe walking into the room. And
how the fuck did he get here?
And Gabe is like about as tall. He's like built similarly to my brother-in-law. And so my brain registered it as Nathan. But then I looked up and I noticed that the door wasn't opening, but the door was opening on your screen. And then I was like, is he behind? I'll tell you a little bit right now. It really fucked with me for a moment.
Yeah, fuck.
And at the risk of breaking everything else.
Yes.
That was maybe the quickest we've ever had a technical difficulty after a episode has started. But we're here.
Right.
We're back. We're recording a podcast about music. If you can even believe it. I sure fucking can't.
No. First time
caller. Yeah. Okay.
Not only was it like the fastest technical difficulty, but it was also the fastest child entrance.
It really
in
was.
Podcast history.
I think we caught that on camera. It was, and I talked about my brother-in-law, and that was the last thing I remember before I blacked out real bad.
Literally.
Well, what they didn't see was that right after I started dealing with my technical difficulties, your daughter walks in, and then your wife walks in.
Yes.
So there's a lot of shit happening. But we're here. We're here to talk more about the Black Parade, and we're going to talk about House of Wolves and Cancer. Two joyous songs. Very, very very like super like chill and like not sad or scary at all songs. So we're going to talk about those a little bit.
Definitely don't tonally oppose each other at all.
No, not at all. But we're going to talk about those today. I do need to talk about some fuck shit going on in the world of the music that we cover.
Well,
right.
I'm just glad it wasn't a virus.
No, I don't need
We're all incredibly healthy.
Yeah, we're all incredibly healthy. Today, as we're recording this, so they might even have, by the time you're listening to this, have said something. But 21 Pilots has gone around to various venues in Columbus, Ohio, and is posting very mysterious things. They're posting banners that says "From Here" with the logo on it in like red and yellow. And I don't know that they're able to announce anything normally ever. I think it might be in their contract, so they just have to do like cryptic weird bullshit every time something new is happening. There's like audio in the background. It's literally just like street tone, but it's all around Columbus. The three that I'm seeing right now is they posted a picture outside of the basement, outside of Scully's, and outside of Newport Music Hall, which are three places that I have been many times. And it's very, very strange and sad and unfortunate to see that they seem to be doing something in Columbus right after I moved to Washington. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
They listen to the podcasts. They're like, we heard that she's gone.
Yeah,
pull the trigger.
Gotta do it to him. Gotta get it. Gotta do it to him. Gotta do it to her. Gotta get out there now that she's gone. And that's kind of transphobic of them if you really think about it.
Absolutely.
Cancel 21
This will be a headline somewhere. Yeah,
somewhere. Yeah. 21 Pilots transphobic question mark? Experts want to weigh in. No, the basement was actually the first place that I ever saw AWOL Nation. And we were right up. We were right up to the front of the thing, right next to the like literally like if I'm here, the speaker is here. Like that's how close we were to the stage. It was brutal, but it was a fucking blast.
Yeah.
And
can't even feel your fucking face at that point.
Right. And I love it. Whoa, I can't feel my face. Such and such and on. Abel Tesfaye. Thank you very much. But yeah, we're here. What's your life like? Because my life is real different right now.
Right.
Graduation's coming up. As we're recording this, it hasn't happened, but as you're listening, it will have happened.
Yep. So I'm sure that you heard, off the record while you were still getting set up again. This room, I've tried to move things out of sight, but it is basically like graduation party central.
Like ground zero.
Yeah, so there's shit over here on this side that we're going to use. There's shit over here in this corner that we're going to use. It's like over there is the picture boards, the photo boards. One of them is just like all the random family matters and all that. Then the other one is just all cheer. Very good. And then the other side, we've got, all the foods, stuff that we need to prepare and keep food. How about that? Okay. And, since, dirty sodas are a thing after 2025, we're going to have a dirty soda bar. So all those flavors came in the day. They're now over here.
It's literally we've had cream soda for years.
Yeah.
Now it's just another example of shit rebranding itself.
Pretty much.
What's old is new again. It's literally just soda with cream in it. And they call it dirty soda. They have dirty Mountain Dew now, which is...
Ugh, that's weird.
That is weird. Mountain Dew itself is already dirty. If you really think about it.
Comes from a mountain.
Comes from a mountain dude.
I mean, I guess if that's where it comes from. It's weird that it's green.
You're telling me a mountain made this dude?
And then as we were discussing, we've got Bandorama Thursday, which is the big, terrifying, like all grade concert. That's Thursday. My mom and stepdad are coming up. They want to try and eat before this thing. Then they want to go to this thing. And I'm like, guys, this thing is like wall to wall, fucking sometimes standing room only. Oh, no, it's fine. We'd love to go. I would love you to not go.
I think we shouldn't, actually. That would be so cool if you didn't.
What if the three of us just stay home and they can all go do Bandorama bullshit? So, but no, that's apparently not an option because my daughter and son are both in it. And of course, she's got the senior slideshow that occurs and so on and so forth for the senior fun.
Any of this shit when I was graduating. No.
Like, I remember when we did choir, since I was part of the cool fancy choir, they did.
I don't know that I would apply cool to choir.
No, that definitely not.
In that those two words are incompatible. Now, that being said, I was also in choir, so I'm coming from a place of love and understanding, but I don't know about cool choir.
Cool, probably not. The most that happened though was they had a slideshow at the end. It was like, here's all the graduates and here's a song.
As we go on.
Right. And for mine, they played fucking, they played Green Day. They didn't even ask me what song I wanted. So, just fucking Green Day.
Was it the song that you would expect it to be?
I mean, it's the one that you expected. Yes.
I mean, it's not a bad song to have.
No. But if they would have asked me, I probably wouldn't have chose it. I probably would have actually chose something that they couldn't play just to see if they would play it.
Sure. I hate
right.
it. I keep on looking over myself. I hate the way that my phone camera makes me look with being used for this purpose, but it doesn't matter.
I think you look fine. You're very presentable.
I don't want to look fine, Adam. I want to look hot.
You want the glamour of the webcam.
The glitz and the glam. The webcam is just low quality enough that it hides the fact that I look like a cave troll 90% of the time.
I found a 4K digital camera at work today that I'm going to bring home. Yeah, so my day was shit. Like I told you, they basically packed up. Of course, my people have departed. But today they came in, the other people that are basically left came in and just like compiled all the rest of the shit into this big Gaylord container.
Please,
so it's just
I know that's what they're called. You can't say that on this podcast. No, you don't. You
very big pallet-sized box.
You can just say large container.
Sure.
I know. I understand. And listen, look at me. I need you to look at me right now.
Did you just fucker me?
Yeah, right here. You and me. I get it. I know that's what they're called. I'm not calling you out for using the right word for the thing. But I need you to understand that you cannot call it a Gaylord container on this podcast.
This is not a work-friendly podcast. This is only the not safe for work-friendly podcast.
This is for this podcast. This podcast is for the fake sitters, and they're going to pop off at you for saying the word Gaylord.
Gaylord. I remember I said that to the COO once, and he gave me the funniest fucking look. I was like, that's what it is. But yeah, so I saw basically like 8 years of my almost 11-year career just all bubble wrapped and shoved into this thing. And I was like, motherfucker. I was like, this kind of sucks. And of course, for the last week, like the light's just been off.
Yeah.
Because my last people had already departed as of like May 1st. So it's just been off. And people will walk by and they're like, wow, it's really depressing. And they're like, yeah, fucking live in it. Fucking sit here in an office and look out at it all day. I don't want to turn the lights on. That's not going to make it happier. Nobody's there to turn the lights on for. Like, that's just another reminder. So everything is garbage. Yeah, I love it. And we continue to play this album, and it's always these songs that are like monumentally fucking depressing when depressing shit is happening. I'm like, what the? Can we have chosen a happier album?
No.
Or could my life just not have gone into absolute disarray?
That would probably be the better request, because the thing that you have to understand about this podcast is that they're going to kind of just be like this a lot of the time.
Right.
So sorry about that.
Sad song.
So over the last like week or so, I've been sort of getting settled in my in-laws' house, as you know.
Yeah.
But we moved across the country from Ohio. We're now residing in Seattle at this point in time, which is great. It's good to be back. Gas prices fucking blow. They blow everywhere.
Oh my God.
They really blow over here. But aside from that, it's just nice to kind of be back. It's nice to have that fresh air. One thing that I have noticed, and I think I maybe even called this out on the podcast, I can't remember. I think a lot of people who have listened to the podcast for a really long time will kind of know that, like, when I laugh, I cough a lot. And that's kind of just like been part of it. And I think it's because of the allergies and the air quality that I've been subject to in Ohio is what causes that. Because I remember when I was in Washington the first time, that didn't happen. And now that I'm back, I'm noticing that I don't cough randomly as much anymore. And so we'll see if that translates to the podcast. But
sure,
I'm already feeling way better about that. I'm feeling way better about being in a blue state that has like protections.
Normal people.
Normal people. So I'm doing pretty good there.
I really liked the journey. You know, seeing the updates of the journey. That was very neat for anybody that follows you on Instagram.
Yeah, I was posting little clips of my trip on Instagram, but we stopped at Mount Rushmore because why not? We
say thank you to those fucking guys.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's not really their fault. Maybe it is. It's kind of their fault.
Maybe it is.
They started it. No, it was just cool to see. It was nice to go. Like I'm inevitably waiting for the day when so and so blows it up and just kind of replaces it with his face. So it's kind of and it already itself is like kind of a like a slap in the face because it was carved out of a mountain that the natives did have a name for. I think it was called like the Five Grandfathers or something like that is what it was called originally. So it's already kind of like, but you know, when driving,
they still have that little. They still have the little Flintstone place. Did you guys go to like a little town that's maybe like 20 miles south of it?
Wall?
I only know that. No, it's like a little Flintstones themed motel. But I went in like fucking 1998. I know it's not a fever dream that exists. I just don't know if it's there anymore, and I could not tell you the town that we stayed in.
I don't think so. There's this place called Wall Drug in Wall, South Dakota. That for like 120 miles they advertise as like this crazy fucking stop. You have to go here. People Magazine talked about this place. Reader's Digest talked about this place. The Today Show. And it's just like nothing but nonstop things. And the first thing you see when you arrive at Wall Drug is a giant 80-foot dinosaur, like Brontosaurus.
Hell yeah.
And it's just like you go in and it's like this like Old West themed like, and it's just like a tourist trap. It's just for like shopping and like tchotchkes and stuff like that on the way to Mount Rushmore. But the one problem that you kind of I noticed about this place being called Wall Drug is that there was not a pharmacy in sight. So that was really interesting, but it was overwhelming and disconcerting, and I had a great time. So that was pretty cool. We drove through Yellowstone, which was really cool. The eastern gate of Yellowstone opened for the year on May 1st. So literally days before we were supposed to get there, it opened up. And so we drove in. We didn't get to see Old Faithful, but we drove through like so much of Yellowstone. We literally from left to right all the way through, cut through Yellowstone. It was really, really beautiful. I saw a raven that was like on the car that let me get like this close to it, and I took some pictures of it, which was
did it have 3 eyes?
Cool. No, it didn't, but you know.
Man.
And for those who don't know, like I love ravens. They're like one of my favorite animals. So it was really like a kind of a dream come true. When we saw some buffalo, it was pretty neat.
Buffalo.
Yeah, buffalo, zoodoo.
Right.
We saw some zoodoo-zoos.
I bet. Probably a lot of zoodoo-zoos all over the place.
A lot. Yeah.
I have confirmed that Bedrock City did exist, in Custer, South Dakota.
Custer.
Correct.
That's right. Yeah.
It closed in 2015.
We did consider going to Custer, but it seemed very not ideal.
Probably not.
Also, I think that was really it. The town outside of the eastern portion of Yellowstone is called Cody, Wyoming. Really, really cute little town. I really had a great time in Cody, Wyoming. It's just a small little town, mostly equipped for tourists, but it was like, I like it here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, after Yellowstone, we stopped in Missoula, Montana. A really cool town. Hank Green lives there. There's a Don't Forget to Be Awesome store there. We got to Washington on me and Chelsea's 3rd wedding anniversary. So I talked about it last week. The episode last week was the day before, and we arrived in Washington the day of. So that was really nice to be home, as it were.
And that was the actual time that you saw Old Faithful go off.
I want you to think about what you've done.
I do also think that I Had a Good Time in Cody's the name of a good sex tape.
Let's go to the mailbag. Mail time.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I hate you. Weirdo. God. It's mail time, and we're here. We have a couple of emails from Jas's Malaysia. She's Jasper. Hello. You forgot. You forgot, didn't you? You forgot about Jas's Malaysia. We're gonna have a story about that here in a second. Jas says, hey, I'm here for just a bit to tell you guys that I saw IDK How on Monday night, and it was incredible. This is back at the end of April. It was incredible, and I got to be there for sound check, during which Dallin told us something great. They should be starting on the next album in early July. I think once Dallin is settled in his new house. So hopefully it'll be out by the end of the year. Yippee! Also, my mom had a whole conversation about teeth dreams with him while I was standing right next to her. It was crazy, and he sang at me several times. That rules. Jess also wrote in on my anniversary, on my wedding anniversary. The Welcome to the Black Parade episode made me cry literally 3 times. I listened to it intermittently throughout the course of like 6 hours, but none of them were sad. 1, surrounded by cowboy emojis. Jess's Malaysians caused me to fall on the floor because it caught me off guard and I rolled my ankle.
Oh, shit.
Yikes, dude. Sorry. I'm very sorry about that.
Podcast has caused injuries.
Yeah, for real. Don't listen while driving, I guess. 2, your story about you and your wife is really nice, and happy anniversary. Thank you very much. 3, Boyd has a mullet. Crying emoticon. Even my mom is scared of it, and she thinks he is attractive. Also, sorry about the drawing.
Oh, shit.
I glanced at that picture and chose it, and I didn't notice what it was somehow. So we're talking about the picture that he sent with the
last time
drawing on it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So thank you very much, Jasper, for writing in. And you're right. We didn't have to read it, but we did anyway.
Yeah.
Have a comment on Spotify from Dennis Wakeman.
Wake.
This is from the This Is How I Disappeared the Sharpest Lives episode. Dennis says, I know you won't get to this for a while, but listening to these lyrics, I think Sharpest Lives is about him cheating on his partner with a sex worker and him going through the complete apathetic process of not caring anymore. I think this also explains the moans. That is that's an interesting take. I see it. Yeah. I respect it. I fuck with it. Thank you, Dennis. I have some... Oh, I can't look at my fucking phone. God damn it. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Because my phone... I need to pull up... Because I had the things pulled up on Instagram. And it was just a whole goddamn thing. So I need to log out of this one. And then I need to log into this one on my computer, and then I need to log into this one, and then follow me here. I need to click this button, and then I need to scroll down, and I need to click this button, and then I can read that the maestro Kirsten did confirm that the mashup question that I had was because she says, I did not have the skills and therefore they did not work, but I may try again. I'll see what I can do about making a piano ballad too. And that's intriguing, and I love that. Thank you, Kirsten. Kirsten also did send us a little bitty thing here. There's a song called Porcelain Problems by an artist called Fred Too Late. That's all one word, Fred the number 2 late. And that is Fred from Cute Is What We Aim For posted a Instagram story about this new song with the text that says, I wrote this with Shant when we were planning the Cute Is What We Aim For 20-year anniversary. So technically, this is a new Cute song just under my name. So if you are really interested, if you like Cute Is What We Aim For, which I imagine you probably do if you're listening to this podcast.
I would expect.
That song Porcelain Problem is technically a Cute song. So check that out. I listened to it. It's very good. That's pretty cool. And then, I have one more message here. You don't know about this because you don't have access to our Instagram account.
No.
Because it's dangerous for you to have access to too many modes of communication.
Probably.
But these messages are from Little Bitch.
Oh.
Elliot Holmes. And I think he sent those to the account because it was a safe space away from you. Elliot, Little Bitch, says, thoughts on Welcome to the Black Parade. The song did heavy lifting, convincing my wife to go to the MCR concert with me. It's basically the only song of theirs she knows, but she likes it so much she figured she'll enjoy the concert. Also, this song is incredible. Every time I listen, I'm surprised it's only 5 minutes long and not 8. It is an epic journey. And that is like incredibly Welcome to the Black Parade is an impressive 5 minutes. It really is. Yeah. It goes a lot of places in that short amount of time. So,
well, I think the fact that it has like a radio edit is what really fucks with you.
Yeah.
Because I know the Little Bitch does like the fucking 8-minute version of Goddamn Mirrors by Justin Timberlake. So he probably just correlates the time between radio edits.
He did confirm that he does like the 8-minute edit of Mirrors.
Yeah.
At one point. He then goes on to say about I Don't Love You. Of all the interesting ways Gard sings certain lyrics, for some reason, the one that sticks with me the most is when he says guts in the line, would you have the guts to say towards the end? Yeah. You can feel the anger and pain in his voice so clearly. Fucking heartbreaking. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We call that out all the time. I'll probably play a clip of it here. Just
when you go, would you have the guts to say I don't love you like I loved you yesterday?
But yeah, definitely, yeah. Big heartbreaking line there. So
yeah.
I think that's all we have for right now. I want to give a shout out to Lotus for always reposting the show and making us their story, the child. Their note on Instagram. That's appreciated. It's appreciated. So yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, probably. I think so.
Actually, this is probably a good time to talk about how you fell for a fucking April Fool's joke in the middle of May, or the middle of May. Talk about that.
Which one?
Because it involves social media, TikTok.
Oh.
You send me and Elliot on TikTok this video of a guy talking about how Panic at the Disco is coming back. Because Scotiabank Arena posted a upcoming tour or upcoming shows list on Instagram, apparently, and it said that it was going to be Panic at the Disco playing, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was an album that had never playing Fever You Can't Sweat Out, and this album that doesn't exist, being supported by the Young Veins, which should have been your first fucking clue.
Possibly.
But he sends it to us like, oh shit. And there's like, you fucking moron. And
I got boomered.
You got boomered because the date is, in fact, not May.
Right.
And it even says in the description of the video that it's an April Fool's joke. So
hell yeah.
Adam's a fucking idiot.
I'm a fool. An April one.
You are a fool. You've been a righteous fool.
Did I talk about last time a concert that I'm going to attend in July with Elliot?
Little bitch. No.
Little bitch. Okay, well then I guess fucking shout outs to Little Bitch here. And I'm mainly doing it for Little Bitch and my wife. we're gonna go see Evanescence in July.
Nice. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, there was that Live Nation thing that they had done a couple weeks ago now, where it was like $30 tickets for a shitload of artists and things like that, and it's like, I myself cannot convince myself to probably pay more than that to go see Evanescence, but $30 a ticket for Evanescence, you know what?
It's not too bad. Yeah,
no,
let's
no,
rock. Let's rock.
Right. Yeah. They had a song on the new release radio playlist, whatever, that sounds very much just like that. And I don't know if maybe that's just Amy Lee's shtick, is to just always do that.
That's kind of just like what Evanescence sounds like.
Yeah.
And you either love it or you hate it. I love it. You are ambivalent, right. I think.
Yeah. But the fact that this is happening without your mouth moving is fucking terrifying to me. I honestly hope that's what she does at the concert. She can't even get lip sync allegations because her lips aren't even gonna fucking move.
She can't move. She's just playing the track. Just fucking chill. Just take a vacation, bro. Let's go. That was our mailbag for the week. We're back in action, so please feel free to send your new thoughts and we will read them next week.
Yes.
That is at thediscopod@gmail.com if you want to email us. That's a good way to get a hold of us. Sad Kids Record Society on Instagram. You can leave your various comments on the podcast apps. If you would like to leave your comments on the podcast apps. You can also go leave a comment on YouTube. I did check. We don't have any new ones today, but that's okay. And while I'm here, because I can't look at my phone like normal, I'm going to pull up an app on my computer.
Apple.
My computer. My Apple. It really does help us a lot if you review the podcast. Leave us a nice little review on the various places where you can review podcasts at, especially Apple Podcasts. That's a good way to get all of us. We don't have any new reviews to read today, but we do have a nice 5-star rating for the time being. So go ahead and leave us a 5-star review. It's not a ton of. It's not on Apple Podcasting. I don't know about Spotify. I don't look at Spotify unless it's to say hello to our beautiful constituents that leave us comments.
Yes.
Constituents is crazy. Yeah. So check us out at all of those places, and we really appreciate you. And then in the show notes, you can also check out our social media links, and you can follow us there. Just make sure you send us a message with your request so that we know that it's from the podcast, because our accounts are locked down.
You're not getting in here.
Shall we discuss the meat of the episode? Our first of 2 songs that we're going to talk about today.
Yep. Let's get meaty.
Let's get meaty. We're going to talk about House of Wolves right after this.
Nathan Codgett is saying emo is a part of shit.
Oh shit, yes.
Why is that?
Well, emo as it is today, emo is basically a pair of jeans and a haircut.
All right. So the first song we're going to be talking about is House of Wolves, which doesn't have any, from what I can tell, doesn't have any special notes or special entries to talk about. So we can kind of just get into the vibes with it. I'll say, looking at some of these comments, We've got actually we'll talk about the comments later. Something that I do want to do that we haven't done in a really long time. On Genius. See My Chemical Romance live. Get tickets as low as $29. That's cat. I don't believe it.
What the fuck? No.
What tickets are you getting for fucking $29 at a goddamn My Chemical Romance? Let's see. Let's look here. What do we got? We got StubHub. We got. They're not gonna be fucking near me. I'll tell you that much. They're gonna be in Phoenix on Labor Day weekend. I don't want to go to Arizona. Continue. I mean, there's some bowl seats in Phoenix that are like $66. That's not too bad. At Chase Field. What's another place near me that I can go that isn't?
How about Denver for $42?
That's not bad.
Section U340. This is so high, you'd really believe that you were in Denver at that point.
There's some like okay seats in. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not the worst section available in San Diego for $72. Now, here's the thing that I'm not seeing is $29. And I think that is actually... No, it's not fucking Sonic Temple. Tell you that much. So where the fuck am I going to see My Chemical Romance for $29 goddamn dollars? It's not fucking Nashville. Weirdly enough, Nashville is one of the more expensive locations that I've noticed.
I believe it.
Fucking. Is it Minneapolis, where I was gonna live? Sure ain't.
Nope.
Sure fucking ain't.
I know we just went and saw All American Rejects last month, but they happen to have one of their block party concerts in Lawrence, Kansas, which is all of like 2 hours from us. We found out the day after. I was like, motherfucker.
Sweet. Well, I don't know where the fuck you can see My Chemical Romance for $29, but according to Genius, you can. So maybe do some research.
I don't think Genius believes it.
Do your own research. Okay? Not AI. Don't use AI. Google. Don't even use Google because Google integrates AI so fucking thoroughly. Information is all bad now. God damn it.
Imagine if they sold concert tickets on Wikipedia.
That would be excellent, honestly. I will
for
say,
a small donation.
Going on here, there is a video. The video that they're using on the page for House of Wolves on Genius about is there a live performance of House of Wolves is a YouTube video live from LA, and it is a picture. It is like a screenshot of a show that they did during the Killjoys era, and that is just like Mikey Way looks like, I'm just going to say it, a woman. That's not Mikey Way. That's a trans woman playing bass on stage, which is exceedingly common in the community. I'll have to know. Like, what is that? Like, what is that? That cut and that hair? That's a woman. That's a lesbian.
That's Robin.
That's Robin. That's Dancing in the Dark. That's Robin. Anyway, what do we got here? La 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 la. It was released on October 23rd, 2006. It was produced by My Chemical Romance and Rob Cavallo. Writers Guard, Mikey Way, Frank Iero, Ray Toro, and Bob Breyer. Mastered at Sterling Sound, mixed at Resonate Music. Engineer Lars Fox. Percussion Bob Breyer. Drums Bob Breyer. Label Reprise Records. Mastering engineer Ted Jensen. Additional piano Rob Cavallo. Assistant mixing engineer Keith Armstrong. Synthesizer Jamie Mahobarak, organ Jamie Mahobarak, Wurlitzer electric piano, believe it or not, Jamie Mahobarak, recording engineer Doug McKean, Assistant engineer Jimmy Hoyson and Chris Steffen. Mixing engineer Chris Lord Alge. Background vocals Frank Yarrow and Ray Toro. Rhythm guitar Frank Yarrow. Bass guitar Mikey Way. Lead vocals Guard. Songs Interpolate House of Wolves, In the End by Desolate New York, Eden by Nevermore, Bones for Wolves by Quentin Lovejoy. We know Quentin, that's my guy. The Jester by Sum 41 and what?
I'm confused.
Might have to listen to that later. It's Swing at Me by TX2, House of Wolves covered by Sad Songs Only and Low Spirit, and the Rock Sound tribute album was done by Palisades. There's some remixes in here, and we've got translations, Spanish and Portuguese. Adam, you've got some tags in here that I've never seen.
There's some tags.
Before.
No,
There's some tags.
I'm excited.
I honestly kind of want you to save
weird.
that second one for last.
Yeah, probably. I think so.
If you can
so we've got
that request for me.
I think I've got it. We've got rock, punk blues, gothic rock, rock opera, glam rock, glam punk, hard rock, concept album, USA, in English, post-hardcore, emo, alternative rock, and psychobilly.
Psychobilly?
There's only one other name that would immediately come to mind for that, and that's like Rob Zombie.
Well, some of the songs on here, Hot on Psychobilly, Cannibalism by Slater, 2122 by Geese, Rim Tim Toggy Dim by Baby Lasagna.
What the fuck?
Spread Eagle
Those are,
by Death Grips. Jesus Built My Hot Rod by Ministry. Rap music by Lil, and I can say this, I don't think you can say this, but I can say this. Rap music by Lil Darky. Hear that, Lil Darky?
Yeah, I couldn't say that. Yeah, I'm not allowed to.
You should say
I barely got away with Thugger.
You should say Lil Darky out loud right now in front of your wife.
I really don't.
No.
So we could see if she just slapped the shit out of me before she walks away.
Yeah. I think that'd be great. Goo Goo Muck by The Cramps. Going Out West by Tom Waits. Okay.
Yeah. I am actually thoroughly surprised that the one thing that I would have thought would have been here is not here. Not that I'm concerned about that, but I thought that was kind of like part of his whole shtick sometimes.
Yeah. Deset Godina by Tony Montano. Anthony Montano here. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Got some comments here. The song is severely underrated. Sin is in. Wow, ain't that the mood right there?
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy says, take this to your grave. My Chemical Romance says, take this to my grave. Cool.
Right.
For some reason, the bridge of this song reminds me of an Elvis song. Who agrees? Who can relate?
Not me.
I love that this absolutely feral banger is placed between the two saddest songs. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, they're not quite as funny today, but then quite frankly, after what was the line?
Oh God, let me whip this out real quick.
Yeah, please don't. I should just have this like pasted on like a cork board.
Stop playing the episode.
It trickles goosebumps back my spine. The emotion, fuck, it's beautiful. I don't know that we're ever going to get a comment that's quite as good as that from here to eternity. So,
You're welcome.
Yeah, but that one was a particularly uninteresting little bit there.
Oh,
We did it.
well, yeah. Well, come back. You're going to talk shit about your hair. Come back.
The lighting sucks in here.
Yeah, it does.
Look at my brown hair. That's actually really red.
Oh,
That didn't.
It's my husband.
You look like oh my
the
god!
fucking
Now you're
worst.
telling a fucking ghost story, brother. Turn the fucking light on. You look like a fucking serial killer. Put
I
your
promise
fucking
it's red.
watch away. I believe you.
This room sucks. I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Anyway, with all that being said, we can really just kind of talk about House of Wolves.
Yep.
And I love the way that this song starts with like it sounds like the way that it starts is like it sounds like a car peeling away with like this like I made this comparison before to I think Crazy Equals Genius, but that Chips Ahoy drum solo.
Yep.
Like a big band kind of.
Yeah.
And it's like the heavy guitars, and it's like I was not prepared for this after I Don't Love You is kind of the crazy thing about that. Like what's happening there. But yeah, so it's got this like weird big band feel, but then it turns really quickly into like this very chaotic like rock music thing, right? And then it does this thing. My Chemical Romance is really fucking good at this, where they lead off and they do like the really high energy like shit, and then they pull it back for like the verses so that you can really like hang on the words. And so you've got this like really big theatrical, like this car's peeling off and like all this stuff is going on, and you got the dun, 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 and it's like this really intense opening, and then it pulls back.
It's fun too because you just mentioned I Don't Love You, and then you have like this, which kind of feels more like Dead. Mm-hmm. And then this is followed by Cancer. Yeah. So you have all of this like cacophony of just random fucking great rock. And then it's just like, hey, let's chill for a little bit.
Yeah. This does kind of feel like it belongs after Dead in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like it does follow that same thing, but it's like, I don't know. It also kind of follows for me this like weird through line thread that the story is taking, where it's like, is like showing this guy like different parts of his life and like kind of maybe even trying to like throw him off. You got to throw him off his rhythm, you know. He's just doing kind of crazy shit here. But I love the way that it pulls back, because when it pulls back, you've still got like under like the drums underneath the verse.
Yep,
really cool. You looked like you were going to say something before I said that.
No. I mean, I just think this is a fun ass song. I'm excited to get further into the meat.
Yeah. I also love like the thing. It's like, it does feel like strings almost, how they're using that like squealing to like, the rising action of the song. It's like these, like the squealing of like the tires or whatever it is. It's like, it feels like strings like being played like really cacophonously. And then verse 1 kicks off, and Gard, he does that thing that he does with his voice, that and he like handles it. And so the first verse goes, well, I know a thing about contrition because I've got enough to spare, and I'll be granting your permission because you haven't got a prayer. Well, I said, hey, hallelujah. I'm going to come on, sing the praise, and let the Spirit come on through you. We got innocence for days.
Yeah. Can I say that I miss 4 days being a unit of measure?
Like we've been at it for days?
We've been at it. I mean, we've been at it for days. They've got ass for days. I've got annoyances for days. I mean, like, just 4 days used to be a whole thing that punctuates.
Ass for days.
Ass for days is good.
You talking about me? I got ass for days.
That ass for days.
I got a fat ass and a bad attitude.
Put that on the t-shirt. Sad Kids Record Society on the back.
Fat ass, bad attitude. Yeah.
It was like it's a great time capsule for this song, I think, because it was such a 2000s ass thing to say, is just for days. I mean, just any sentence, any measurement could have been for days. I don't know. Something about it makes all of anything that came before it, just that's the part that just sits in my head. And I'm like, yeah, no, there was a time.
Yeah. Big time. One thing that I do want to say too is, and we can kind of talk about it, and I hate to do this comparison, but the music is what I'm talking about more or less than the person.
Yeah.
At the end of this verse, and we'll talk about the lyrics here in a second, but at the end of the verse where it goes into the pre-chorus, you got that before it goes into the chorus. And that does kind of remind me a little bit of Rock and Roll by Gary Glitter.
Oh,
hey.
Yep.
And Gary Glitter, if you do not know about Gary Glitter, awful fucking human being. I think I actually think he might be getting out of prison soon.
Wow.
Like his sentence is, I think, almost over, and he's 82 now. But yeah, what a fucking awful person. But I think that song "Rock and Roll" is like pretty, especially if you're a sports fan. Like it's a kind of an iconic song. So,
or if you like the Joker, Todd Phillips is the Joker.
Yeah, he uses that in there, which is way after the
a choice.
Yeah, that was a big choice, which I guess kind of ties into the whole like theming of the Joker.
I'm crazy. Yeah. Piece of shit.
What is it? I got these scars. That's the wrong Joker. That's the wrong Joker. But yeah, no. So, but I do kind of hear that rock and roll a little bit in like those.
Sure.
Like it does feel very like, anthem-y, in that way.
As we've talked, like Welcome to the Black Parade has a lot of Bohemian Rhapsody, so it's not strange that they would pick these kinds of things as motifs, but I mean, song choices sometimes.
It also gives, and it's another song that we've used as a comparison before, but it also gives a little bit of Boys Are Back in Town.
Yeah.
In the same vibe a little bit. So yeah, very much like this is very much like a rock stadium banger type of song.
Yes.
In that way. So we start off with, I know a thing about contrition because I've got enough to spare. And if you don't know, contrition is the act of feeling remorse or guilt for stuff that you've done, which I think ties into this album quite a bit, where it's about this guy who's kind of like been a shithead his whole life, and now he's kind of reliving his life in this like strange way as he's dying. So clearly this person is talking about like, I've done a fucking lot of shit, and I've got a lot of guilt about it and a lot of remorse, and I've got enough to give to you. And it's sort of like, I'll be granting your permission is an interesting line, actually.
Yeah.
I do want to know what you make of that, because he's clearly talking to somebody. Do you think it's him talking, or do you think it's Death talking?
That's kind of how I've sat feeling looking at this, is that back and forth, because I can really see this being Death in the way that Death has already fucked with the patient enough as it is. But I don't necessarily know if I feel any guilt or remorse from the way that Death has been embodied so far.
Mm-mm.
Like, if anything, he's just having a little bit of a laugh.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Is like I'll be granting your permission because you haven't got a prayer feels very much to me like it is Death doing more of his taunting at the patient. But that first line, that I know a thing about contrition, definitely feels like the patient kind of going through his life. So it almost might be a little bit of a patter about it, where it's just like I've got all this contrition, I've got this remorse, and Death is like, well, do what you want because you're fucked. You know?
Right. What can I say? You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like if it weren't for the pre-chorus, you could almost go in so far as to say that is this also a conversation with God who has been brought into this a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
You know, is another one that's failed. And I mean,
is that the most
maybe
give type beat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because who else would give permission to pray but God?
Yeah.
But I still just can't.
Get down to this like back half where it just feels very sarcastic. Well, I said, "Hey, hallelujah. Why don't you come on, sing the praise?" And like it's very much it all feels like very like childish taunty, like a trifecta of people bitching at each other about
right
the act of remorse and the act of forgiveness almost.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's got to be the patient, but that's still tough because I mean, the patient also isn't a character who would then go on to say hallelujah or things like that and sing the praise. But I mean, he's had what would have seemingly been some sort of morals in the past, but not necessarily these kinds where it leans more into like the religious atmosphere. So it's tough.
Well, I almost wonder too if it's just like he's living like and it could be that he's even talking to like us, right, as a listener, or as like an outside perspective into his like journey, right, where you're looking at this and it's like, I'll be granting your permission because you haven't got a prayer, where it's just like he knows what he's done and he knows the type of person that he was, and he knows that I've got all this contrition, all this remorse, but I'm still going through this fucking bullshit of like afterlife, journey, and you know what, you might as well just not even bother. You haven't got a prayer, but you can do whatever you want. You can do your Hail Marys and you can do your prayers and stuff, but got innocence for days, it's not going to matter. So he's like this cynical look at everything that he's maybe talking to us, or like an outside observer that he's like run into or something, or maybe like another participant of the parade or something, maybe. But we go right into the pre-chorus after this, which again, hardcore, where that da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da-dun, da-dum, is where he's going to the pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus is, well, I think I'm gonna burn in hell. Everybody burn the house right down. And say what I wanna say. Into the chorus. Tell me I'm an angel. Take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man. Kick me like a stray. Tell me I'm an angel. Take this to my grave. Yeah, go. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo. It does. I think the pre-chorus and like looking at the pre-chorus does tie back into that thing where it's just like, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm going to burn hell, so let's fucking burn it all down anyway.
Yep.
So it kind of ties into that vibe a little bit, for me at least. There's an interesting line in the Genius annotation here that I'm noticing. And again, I try not to take too much stock into this, but somebody took that line and tied it back to what they do to guys like us in prison.
Sure.
Which is I won't go down by myself, but I'll go down with my friends. Where it's like he's everybody burn the house down. You're coming down with me type of vibe. Yeah.
Yep.
What that song, by the way, what they do to guys like us in prison is like, or what is it? It's what they do to guys like us in prison. Yeah. Yes. That's the name of the song. Great fucking song. Which again, kind of like and I want to talk about that for a second now, because now I'm not going to be able to let this go. The way that it's very much like Guards, the whole thing, where it's just like that like saloon piano, and in the middle of a gunfight in the center of a restaurant. Oof. They say, and they hi, and it's very much like it's in a similar vein to this, because then you get to the chorus of that song. Hey, yeah, for the dead I don't know him. And it's very much like that same energy. Sorry, I'm turning my fan down here because I'm cold now. But yeah, so that same vibe. So there's like some tiebacks there, I think.
Sure.
But then you go back to the chorus and it's say what I want to say. Tell me I'm an angel. Take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man. Kick me like a stray. Tell me I'm an angel. Take this to my grave. Which I don't think requires a ton of analysis, but I think is very much like in the same vibe of this guy who's just feeling sorry about himself and his life.
Right.
So.
I mean, this is some of the most self-loathing lyrics of this album, really.
Oh, yeah.
He is just incredibly down about everything involving him. I mean, tell me I'm a bad man, kick me like a stray is incredibly just visual in itself. It's not even just saying like, leave me alone. I'm such a terrible person. At this point, it's like, do violence upon me.
Yeah, basically. It's just like, I deserve it. Like, this is like the self-flagellation. Like, I deserve this.
Right.
Fucking kick me like a stray, you know.
Yeah.
But it's also like tied into, it's like, tell me I'm an angel. Tell me I'm a bad man. Where it's just like this like weird, like, strange psycho analysis of himself where it's like he wants to be praised. And it's like that like, I don't know. It's like it's almost like a weird death kink in a weird way. If I had to put a framing to it, I apologize.
Yeah.
But, you then get to the post chorus, which goes back to like the doo, 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 with the drums like quietly in the background, and there's like this like bass and everything underneath it. And he says S-I-N. He's whispering S-I-N-I-S-I-N, and he's whispering S-I-N-I-S-I-N this entire time. And
incredibly pleasing and discomforting at the same time with headphones on.
Yeah, well, there's been some debate about it, about what he's saying, because it's either sin, I sin, or sin is in. And it wasn't in like any of the liner notes, so nobody really knows, and I don't think they've ever talked about it.
Sure.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
I mean, I stand by the sin I sin, just knowing the patient on a first name basis. Obviously, his first name is Patient, last name is Patient. It's a real Mario situation going on. Yeah. And if there's anything I know about Patient, he's a real sinner.
Yeah, real sinner, not a fake sinner, a real sinner.
No.
I think down to the emphasis too at the end, because he yells S-I-N-I-S-I-N later, and the way he emphasizes I doesn't feel like he's saying sin is
right.
I sin, like it feels like that's what he's saying. It's like sin.
Well, because
I sin. That's me.
Yeah. I mean, because excuse me, I can't swallow things. I'm gonna die.
Oh no, Adam's dead.
It about came out. Yeah, like everything that we've learned about this guy
coming out, Adam.
How we doing? There's a closet right there. I've already been in and out of it a couple of times.
He's been in it. He's been in it. He's been out of it. He's been up. He's been down. He's been jumping around.
Jump up, and get down. That's what I've been doing. No, because like everything that we've learned about the patient is he's incredibly selfish. Like he would not say sin is in, because then that kind of involves like other people participating in what he's doing, and he's very vehemently against that. So it's just sin, I sin. Like you don't sin, I sin. It's not in for you. It's I do it. Yeah. So all the people in the genius comments below that are debating it can fuck off.
Yeah, there's a lot of fuck off. Thank you, Mr. Roy. But yeah, no, it does feel like very like I sin. It's for me, not like sin is in. So, which is interesting because it does then tie back to the everybody burn the house right down a little bit, where he wants everybody to join him in like burning it down. So it's also very kind of like maybe even deliberately confusing in some ways. So
well, and is that even just like a general everybody burn the house down around me kind of thing?
Maybe,
or
yeah. Well, let's get into verse 2 because we might have answered that question here. So you get this. You then get into verse 2. You play "Ring Around the Ambulance" like you never gave a care. So get the choir boys around you. It's a compliment, I swear. And I said, ashes to ashes, we all fall down. I want to hear you sing the praise. I said, ashes to ashes, we all fall down. The way he like rolls it there is insane. I said, ashes to ashes, we all fall down. We got innocence for days.
Yeah.
Well, I think you want to burn in hell. Everybody burn the house right down. And then it goes into the chorus again. And I tell you what, man, we have to talk about this before we get there. One of my favorite bridges, maybe of all time, but we'll get to it. We got to talk about verse 2 here for a second. But yeah, I mean, like the he says, I said, ashes to ashes, we all fall down. I want to hear you sing the praise. And let me listen to it to make sure I'm not overemphasizing it really quick. No, I said, ashes to ashes, and there's not, guard, there's not an R in there. There's not a hard R in there, brother. Why are you rolling your R there? I said, ashes to ashes, we all fall down. Yeah.
Oh, but my God.
But listen, I fucking love it.
Yep.
Incredible shit. Good shit. Great shit. Incredible shit.
Yeah. It like induces chills upon my body. Like it just every little fucking thing that's gonna pop up is gonna pop up. Like it's a lot.
Got the goosies, yeah, for sure. So you've got that line there. So again, this whole thing where it's this play on "Ring Around the Rosie," right?
Yeah, right.
Ashes, ring around the Rosie, apocryphal of posies, which is this like old school like nursery rhyme about the fucking plague, right?
Right.
Which again, nursery rhymes are all steeped in dark
weird
lore, very weird dark lore. But yeah, it's this play on this thing. So "Ring Around the Ambulance" like he never gave a care. I think maybe calling back to this whole thing where he thinks that everybody fucking hates him, right? So when he got sick and he was riding in the ambulance, they were all like fucking,
just celebrating,
already dancing on his grave in a way.
Right.
The choir boys line is interesting.
Right. The part of it being a compliment.
Choir boys around you, it's a compliment, I swear. I mean, is that like a Catholic Church thing? Is that like a priest boys thing? Is that like what that's about?
I don't really know if I want to touch that part, but I mean,
the priests certainly disagree with you.
I love it when it's you because it just always catches me right the fuck off guard.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
You're gonna sit here and tell me that I'm wrong? No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not.
Yeah.
I'm right. And that was a very good joke. Thank you very much.
That was great. That was good.
But it does, but like to kind of lean into that a little bit, it is like seriously, it does kind of feel like this rebuke of like the righteousness of like the church or the salvation he's being offered in death, where he's like, your last rites, asking for forgiveness, where he's just like, you know what? Fuck off. Go deal with your choir boys. I don't need you. I don't need your fucking salvation. I don't want it.
Or like the alternative is the fact that he probably does not belong in a church, but as a last, as your last rite of a funeral being normally taking place in a church, I don't know. And like, this is our offering to you that maybe you are a okay person and you're not as bad as you seem. It's a compliment, I swear.
Maybe I think that's maybe a more charitable look at it, potentially.
Probably. But,
yeah. Many interpretations, many such cases. But again, and it ties back to the whole thing, like, I'm going to burn in hell. Everybody burn the house right down, where it's like, ashes to ashes, we all fall down. I want to hear you sing the praise. I said, ashes to ashes, we all fall down. We got innocence for days, which is then going back to the whole line before about the innocence line. Yeah. What a fucking wild verse, though.
Yeah. There are times and there are verses and there are just even lines in verses where you realize that Guard truly is incredibly talented. And like, that's not even up for debate, right? But it's just some little fucking thing that he can do that makes no sense. And you're like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. He's right. He needed to do that role. Like that line would have been impossible without that role.
God.
Forget the fact that he just did it 2 lines ago, but the fact that he did it now, oh god damn. It's like this
extra emphasis on repetition.
Yeah, it builds this expediency almost.
Yeah, a little bit. And it's like, if you're like, again, and we talked about this before, where it's just like the repetition was such like a wild part of like Panic's DNA. But like, when you do interesting shit with it, it makes it feel palatable and really cool in a lot of ways. Right. So I like when they add like the extra flourishes to things.
Well, the shit thing there is fucking Boyd's, only thing that he could flourish with over time was just, what if I started shrieking it louder? Like, that was kind of it. He never did anything fun with it. It was just like, what if this time it's louder?
Yeah. What if I yelled?
Yeah. What if I wailed like a fucking banshee? So you get out of this verse, you get the pre-chorus again, you get the chorus again. Yep. And then it goes into this like breakdown in the bridge. The and it cuts out, which is like the clicks of the sticks behind it. And it goes, you better run like the devil, cause they're never gonna leave you alone. You better hide up in the alley, cause they're never gonna find you home. And then the way that the drums come in after this, where it's just behind, like, I fucking love this bridge more than most people. It's crazy. So it's, you better run like the devil because they're never going to leave you alone. You better hide up in the alley because they're never going to find you a home, which misheard lyric. I've always thought it was, you better hop in the alley. Instead of hide, because he says, he like merges hide up together, so it sounds like hop. So you better hop in the alley because they're never going to find you a home. Yeah. And as blood runs down the walls, and then blood runs down the walls, you see me creeping up these halls, like behind it. So it's like the call and response behind these lines. I've been a bad motherfucker. Tell your sister I'm another. Go! And then into the chorus again. God damn.
I've been a bad motherfucker. Tell your sister I'm another.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. I think it's just like, and again, it's just this like, I don't even know if I'd call it a celebration, but definitely like a redeclaration of like how fucked up this guy is.
Yeah, right?
And it's just fucking crazy. It's just this whole thing where he's just, you better run away from me because I'm gonna fucking find you. You better hide from me. They're never gonna put you somewhere where you can escape from me, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm creeping up these bloodstained hallways. I've been, you better tell your sister about me because I'm gonna come and fuck your, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's this whole thing. It's
run and tell that.
Run, tell that. He's climbing in the windows and snatching our people up. That's what he's doing. He's that guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy that song is about.
Antoine Dodson, please.
Antoine Dodson was talking about Guard. But it's just this really like, it's just this really like, the themes of this entire song have been like, I'm a sinner and I'm going to go to hell. And like, fuck you and get away from me and whatever.
Yeah.
And this is just like the extreme, like, I'm a fucking boogeyman.
Right.
Fuck you, I'm gonna get you type of thing. So it's like that. It's very much that.
This feels like that moment. It feels a lot better than that moment, but it feels like that moment in the overpass where it becomes like a chase.
Mm-hmm.
Like he literally just feels like he's now trying to outrun something.
Yeah. Yeah. So you get this bridge, and he been a bad motherfucker. I'll tell your sister I'm another. Gow! And he like screams the go into the chorus. So the chorus goes through again, and then as you're playing this, Ray's fucking guitar licks are just going off in the background.
Yep.
Where he's going, tell me I'm a bad man. And he's like doing the bad man. And he's just like saying that. So he says, tell me I'm a bad man 4 times.
Yeah.
And he does like different flourishes on it the entire time. And you get to the outro where it goes back to like the big flourish. He says, so get up, SINISIN. And then it just cuts out. What a fucking banger, man. Crazy goddamn song. It's
fucking great.
Excellent song, for sure.
Yes. I really cannot overstate the whiplash between
Again,
I don't love you, this and Cancer.
This like power ballad into whatever the fuck this was.
Yeah.
Big time. And into what we're going to talk about next. So, which we can get right into if you don't have any other things.
Oh yeah, no. This song is fucking fun as shit.
Two thumbs up for this song. Yeah. I mean, fun,
yes.
Like a fun listen, a fun fucking bop, but god damn, it's a hardcore song. It's so good. And again, that bridge, woof, oofa doofa, yikes in the yard. That's crazy. Yeah.
Oofa doofa, not a boofa.
Oofa doofa, not a boofa. Goon and edge and use your loofah. We'll be back and we're going to talk about Cancer right after this. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's fucking phenomenal. How many people through this podcast now have just learned what they're going to go Google boofing, and I feel bad.
I don't know if you knew this, but for some reason, a lot of trans women swear by boofing their progesterone.
Okay.
Because they think it gives them better results. And I'm sure in some cases it does. I'm going to continue putting them right here in my mouth with water.
Yes. We will not be consenting that for your body. Please, no.
Okay, I'm good. I am good on that. It's not how you're supposed to take those pills.
No. Nor is it how you should probably be drinking bottles of wine.
No.
Might be a great chaser, though, after you boofed your... There's times even I have to stop.
Cancer is a song by the American rock band My Chemical Romance, releases the 8th track from their 3rd studio album, The Black Parade. A piano ballad, Cancer was conceived by Gerard Way and written in 8 minutes. In 8 minutes, holy shit, by him and Rob Cavallo. The song was written by band members Bob Breyer, Frank Yarrow, Ray Toro, Gard, and Mikey Way, and is produced by the group alongside Cavallo. The song lyrics focus on the patient, the dying protagonist of The Black Parade, and depict his struggles with cancer. It was praised by music critics for its sentimentality through its bleakness, though its bleakness was deemed excessive by some. Nonetheless, it has been regarded as one of the best songs in the band's discography as a whole. And then we will get back to some of those certifications a little bit later. When My Chemical Romance began writing their 3rd studio album, The Black Parade, in early 2006 at SIR Studios in New York. SIR Studios in New York. However, the majority of the album was written after the band moved to the Paramore Estate, a haunted mansion in Los Angeles. We knew about that. During the band's time there, Frank Yarrow recalled seeing Guard in his room, submerged in a sheet of paper with cancer written on it. Later, the band moved again to El Dorado Recording Studios to record their album. There, Guard told Ray Toro that he had written a song, and Toro began to place chords onto his melody with his guitar. However, Toro realized that the song would benefit from a piano rather than a guitar. Much like it'd be interesting to hear certain songs as piano ballads, is hearing Cancer with guitar, like power guitar, like Ray's stuff, would have been really weird and interesting.
Yeah.
An advised way to wait until producer Rob Cavallo arrived at the studio. The next day, Cavallo accompanied Way on the piano, following Way's instructions on how he wanted the chorus to sound. According to Cavallo, the pair composed Cancer in 8 minutes and recorded and finalized the song half an hour later. God, so Cancer was written and recorded in less than an hour. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Way later said that writing Cancer was almost like an attempt to write the darkest song ever. The band,
I don't believe them. This is a very lightly song. It's great,
lighthearted. Yeah.
Read this to your kids.
Yeah, the band played Cancer during an October 2006 episode of Saturday Night Live in promotion of the album. Imagine playing Cancer on SNL. That's crazy. Lyrically, no, we'll talk about critical reception in this section. Cancer is a piano ballad with a length of 2 minutes and 22 seconds. It is the key of E major and is set in common time and runs a slow tempo of 70 BPM. In addition to a melancholic piano, the song's instrumentation consists of violins and big and present yet restrained drums. Yeah, the drums really do a lot of like good work in the song. They're not like too powerful, but it's like you could tell that Bob is like going for it still. Sia Michelle of the New York Times called Cancer the unlikeliest power ballad ever, while the alternative press instead classified the song as emo. We know how Guard feels about that. The song has been stylistically compared to those by the Beatles, with Christopher Weingarten of the New York Times comparing it to Let It Be, and Ed Thompson of IGN comparing it to Fixing a Hole. Weingarten also likened
just songs with piano.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think ballads by the Beatles, I think is specifically like what you're saying there. Yeah. The last time we clowned on a comparison like that, it was Yellow by Coldplay, and that one actually wound up making sense. So let's not get too big for our bridge.
I can at least fully fucking attest that I do not feel any Let It Be isms from this.
Sure, song. I don't feel that either. Yeah, no. Weingarten also likened Cancer to Ozzy Osbourne's song "So Tired," calling both songs symphonic, string-soaked piano ballads. Lyrically, Cancer takes perspective of the patient, the protagonist of the Black Parade, whose life is flashing before his eyes as he dies. In the context of the album, Cancer acts as a bridging sequence in the middle of the album, revealing that the patient is dying from cancer. So I think at this point, like if we don't know the background of the album, if we're following the story at this point, we don't know what he is dying from or why he's dying.
Right.
This is the big reveal that like it's cancer and like he is, he's going through all of this. The song takes on a first-person perspective depicting the patient's struggle with the disease as he bemoans his fading appearance and wishes to bid his family goodbye. However, Guard has also said that cancer was being used as a metaphor, and My Chemical Romance biographer Tom Bryant suggested that the song was about Way's depression as it crawled over him like an illness and his relationship troubles. Critical reception. Cancer received generally positive reviews from critics, with Enemy writing that it packs an emotional punch so devastating and graphic that you could never call it rock and roll. The song has ranked well amongst those on the Black Parade, with Mackenzie Templeton of Alternative Press ranking it 4th for the pure honesty and vulnerability of Gerard Way's vocals. Ariana Backel of Entertainment Weekly ranked Cancer as 6th on the Black Parade, arguing that the overtly bleak nature of the track suited the album well. However, Tom Shepard of Kerrang! Wrote that the song's bleakness made it not one you want to have on repeat too often, placing it at 9th on his ranking of the album. I imagine
listening to this song 3 times in a row. Twice today.
I will say, incredible song. It's not one that I put on the playlist. It's not one that I
No,
really. Yeah.
Similarly, you feel like shit.
Yeah, it's one of the feel awful. Yeah. Similarly, Lauren Boisvert of American Songwriter placed the song at 12th, calling it hard to listen to despite being a masterpiece of narrative.
There it is.
I will say that, like, despite all of the disparate places, like, it's all coming from a place of compliment, I think.
Yeah.
It's doing its job, is what I'm getting.
Right.
The song has been deemed one of the best in MCR's discography as a whole, with particular praise toward its sentimentality. Guitarist Ben Bruce from Asking Alexandria declared Cancer his favorite song by the band, praising its sadness and calling it very brave to include the song within an otherwise flamboyant album. The staff of Billboard... How brave of Wikipedia to quote a member of Asking fucking Alexandria for a quote. Or just quoting them. They didn't ask. They just did it. Oh, yeah. Jimmy Ives or Jimmy Wales or whatever the fuck his name is, like staring at the guitarist, like, hello. The staff of Billboard included the song on their list of the 15 best MCR songs, similarly lauding it as proof that the band can nail a heartbreaking, slower song. Indie Belt of Pop Matters ranked Cancer as the 8th best song by the band, calling it their most affecting ballad, while Marianne Eloise of Louder Sound included it in her list of the 20 best songs by the band, calling it mournful and visceral.
Yep.
It did not chart. No, it did. Okay, we'll come back to it. It was certified gold in one place. In the United States, with 500,000 certified units sold, it was certified gold by the RIAA. Fuck the RIAA. Thank you very much. Let me put my microphone back down.
I just love that you're also now back in another recording environment that people are going to have to get used to that.
Mm-hmm. The living room is right there, so I don't know how much they could hear me.
You got to put the contract on the door.
Mm-hmm. So interestingly, the 21 Pilots version of the song was on the Rock Sounds Presents album. So 21 Pilots cover the song, and it was really good. It charted. The original version did not chart at all. So on the charts, let's see here. We've got we'll just read. There's a lot of stuff about here. As opposed to the original song, which was a piano ballad, 21 Pilots cover of Cancer features synthesizers, layered vocals, and other electronic elements to lend the song a dark and atmospheric sound. The cover also shuffles around and reprises certain verses from the original song, with Gard noting that the cover almost sounds like a remix. The cover is in the key of D major and is set in common time with a slow tempo of 72 to 76 BPM. Cancer by 21 Pilots received positive reviews from music critics who considered it a strong cover. Althea Legaspi of Rolling Stone wrote that the cover stays faithful to the already melancholic song while ratcheting up the somberness a tad. Jody Andrea of Billboard called Cancer one of the band's best covers, complimenting how they made the track their own. AP called Cancer one of the best covers of a My Chemical Romance song, praising Tyler Joseph's vocals for having the same kind of grace that he conveys on his albums. Gard also praised the cover, commenting in an interview with Pop Buzz that he was really impressed by the cover and liked the sound of 21 Pilots in general.
Nice.
It did chart. So in Canada, Hot 100 Billboard, it peaked at 75. The CNS IFP in Czech Republic peaked at 99. The Recorded Music NZ New Zealand Heat Seekers, it peaked at number 1. That's crazy. The CNS IFP in Slovakia peaked at 96. The UK Singles OCC,
you know me,
peaked at 93. The US Billboard Hot 100, it peaked at 91. And the US Hot Rock Alternative Songs for Billboard, it peaked at number 6. It also ended up at the end of the year of 2016. That was in 2016. That was almost a decade ago. What?
Yeah, I mean that is now. Aside from September, I guess.
That makes me feel really bad. At the end of the year in 2016, it ended up at 53 on the U.S. Hot Rock and Alternative Songs. And just to do it again, this version of the song also was certified gold at 500,000 units by the RIAA. And fuck yeah. In the United States. Cool and interesting. We go to the fucking things here, the credits. That's the word I was looking for. October 23rd, 2006, produced by My Chemical Romance and Rob Cavallo. Writers Bob Breyer, Frankie Arrow, Ray Toro, Mikey Way, and Gard, which I don't know if you knew this. I didn't do this for the last song, but that's My Chemical Romance. Just wanted to let you know. Mastered at Sterling Sound, mixed at Resonate Music in Burbank. Percussion, Bob Breyer. Drums, Bob Breyer, label Reprise Records. Bass guitar, Ray Toro. Drum technician, Mike Fasano. Sorry, I'm fucking having a struggle with my microphone right now. Give me one moment. There we go. Engineer Doug McKean and Lars Fox. Assistant engineer Chris Steffen, Jimmy Hoyson, and Keith Armstrong. Strings arranger David Campbell. Mixing engineer Chris Ord Algie. Production coordinator management Cheryl Jennetts. Guitar technician Tyler Dragness and Andrew Hans Buscher. Background vocals Ray Toro and Frank Yarrow. Rhythm guitar Frank Yarrow. Piano Rob Cavallo. Lead guitars Guard. Recorded at El Dorado Recording Studios, Capitol Studios. Songs that sample cancer. It's Gonna Be Moon by Photon and iPhone 5S by iBlind.
Hell yeah.
All right. Songs that interpolate cancer. Hunger by Quentin Lovejoy. Run away from the monsters and the creeps. I get so far on so much saturation till eventually, when the bars are numbered 3, I cannot run. I've used up all my hunger, just drudging through the jungle till the weakness kills you. No, I never thought I'd die from needing food.
These are great.
That's crazy. Anyway. Thank you, Quentin, for your contributions to society. And I apologize for whatever the fuck my voice was doing on that one. Cancer covers. Of course, we know about the 21 Pilots cover on the rock sound. We just talked about it. We also got a cover by Robert IDK, Osacea, Intercendent, Johnny Gilbert, Adrian Gallagher, Belly Basarte.
Aiden Gallagher.
I said Aiden Gallagher, didn't I?
I thought you said Adrian.
I said Aiden.
Adrian.
I might have said Adrian. Who knows?
Adrian Gallagher.
Poston, Sway, Rama, and Lua Mex. Remixed by Furries in a Blender.
I think I'm good. I think I'm incredibly good.
Also translated into Spanish and Portuguese.
Hell yeah. Well, the tags here are rock opera, glam rock, concept album, chamber pop, baroque pop, in English, USA, emo, soft rock, piano rock, art rock, ballad,
yes,
alternative rock.
Wikipedia's only genre here is emo, by the way.
Sure. What in the fuck is chamber pop and art rock?
I don't know. I don't feel like I have the strength.
No,
right now.
I don't think so. Either. The song's short enough.
The comments of Genius are mostly about arguing about whether or not the 21 Pilots cover is better than the original. So whatever.
No, that sounds sane.
Yeah, so that's probably a healthy.
The same way that people really love mixtape, and also us that really loved mixtape have to fight against those that don't. Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh God, I don't want to talk about. We'll talk about mixtape on whenever we get around to the cold open. In an interview with Enemy, Gerard Way spoke about the tragic, bleak tone of the song. He said, it's not a poetic track. It's very direct, very brutal, but that's the way disease is. Obviously, cancer is being used as a metaphor. But I also wanted the song to be directly about the disease because it's something that the patient has gone through, and it's a very powerful thing. For me, it was almost like an attempt to write the darkest song ever. I think we achieved that. In an interview, this is a YouTube video, Frank Yarrow said that Cancer was his favorite song on the record. It's one of the most stripped down songs. I think it's a song where we really listen to each other and listen to what the song wanted to be and what it needed to be. It's really just vocally and piano driven, which is something we've never done before and never gotten a chance to try. Other than vocals and the piano, everything just really supports that, and it's just a very intense song. A very sad story. It's hard not to listen to that song. Yeah. And it's just like, and it's not a very long song. We can honestly probably just like read the whole thing through because it's like, it's very short. And it's really just these really beautiful piano ballads. You get like the drums in the background, the strings, everything is in service of this piano track and the vocals. And it just kind of starts, and it's really just about, like, again, you can read into it as like being about like depression and about like Guard's depression, like all this other stuff, but it really just is this, like, there's not a lot of analysis we really need to do. We can just kind of like talk through the words, because it's really just like about this person who is really just in the end stages of this terrible disease and is just wanting to say goodbye, and is ashamed of their faculties they've lost and how they look and all this other stuff, right? So verse 1 goes, turn away. If you could get me a drink of water, because my lips are chapped and faded. Call my Aunt Marie, help her gather all my things and bury me in all my favorite colors. Chorus, my sisters and my brothers still, I will not kiss you, because the hardest part of this is leaving you. Verse 2, now turn away, because I'm awful just to see, because all my hair's abandoned on my body. Oh, my agony. Know that I will never marry. Baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo, but counting down the days to go. It just ain't living, and I just hope you know. And this is where the rest of the instrumentation kicks in and like swells up and like kind of blends together. It goes into the outro, and it just ain't living. And he goes in, and I just hope you know that if you say, and he's saying that if you say goodbye today, I'd ask you to be true, because the hardest part of this is leaving you. And it's like, he does like the crest down, because the hardest part of this is leaving you. Yeah. Where he goes down, because the hardest part of this is leaving you. And then it cuts out. And so again, it's just really like, it moves at a clip. It's a very short song. Right before Mama. Also another crazy leap after this, but it's just like, it's this kind of reliving of, I would say, the lowest moment of this like journey, essentially.
Absolutely.
Just a brutal song. Beautiful, haunting. It really brutal. Is. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where you can just say, like, nothing, while being a fantastic song, nothing about this song feels good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not one of those like happy songs. Like, you're not going to get like, and it's also like incredibly hard to like, the thing about like ballads like this is that there's not like, when you think about something like House of Wolves, right? It's just like really like powerful. Like, you can like ignore the words and just like jam out to it, right? This is a ballad. Sure. You can't just like jam out to a ballad. You have to like you have to like sit with a ballad and actually listen to it. And there is, in no uncertain terms, a sad, depressing, haunting, dark song. Right. So you just have to kind of like live in the discomfort of what this song is. And it's just like, it's just such a depressing song. And it's like, God, but like, it does its job so well. It's a great song. So,
well, and I think like in opposition to I Don't Love You is the fact that this is the character just naturally feeling the process of this. Mm-hmm. And like, we've known the patient is going through something the entire time, but the way that this song is so visceral about it,
it's like what makes it the most visceral way you could have revealed it possible. Whoa, like with like the most emotionally vulnerable ballad, that you could have even asked for. So it's very. But a beautiful, amazing song. Like, beautiful in like a very dark way, obviously. But yeah. Oh God, I'm interested to see, like, and reading through that Wikipedia article, about like the reception and stuff like this. I'm curious to see where we both put it on our rankings, because like I feel like valid to put it at 12 because it's a hard listen, right? But valid to put it like 5 or 6 because it's like it's such an incredible song, and it's just like
right.
I still have to like really think about where I'm going to put it. So I'm curious to see what we do with that individually.
Yeah,
because I think, and again, more than ever, it's important to note that when we do these rankings, like this, like where we put this song is not indicative of its quality, obviously.
Sure.
But it's just like, it's going to be such a fucking crapshoot where we put stuff that it's like, crazy. So.
Yeah. Well, like in the past, in the previous show, I was an incredible slut for all of these slow songs.
Mm-hmm.
But the things about those songs is they are very introspective or like had things to do with my life. And, as we talked about a couple episodes ago, like Carrie's father did pass away from cancer in 2019. Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's almost to clarify too, like we've both like seen family members and friends like be impacted by this disease. So it's like it does, I think that's feel very personal in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's probably one great reason that we didn't dilly-dally on this song, because it could have just been a major sad fest that I don't think either of us would have really wanted to kind of close out the episode with. Yeah. But I mean, like it's kind of going to be those emotions that might also play into where it is, because again, like it is an incredible song. And I think for those that have just kind of experienced life and not had to have a member of their family pass away like this, I'm not going to say it's not as impactful.
Yeah.
But this is a very direct line to what occurs. So I don't know, like it's tough because the song is fucking phenomenal, but holy shit, it's like it said, it's not something that you're going to put on a playlist. It's not something that you're going to listen to on repeat. You said that, it's not one that you put on a playlist, and there's definite reasons for that, but that
you're not gonna bump this one in the club. You know what I mean?
No.
Like even like to the point, like I've been getting ads for it again now that I'm back in Seattle because they do this a lot. I wouldn't even play this at an emo night, man. Like this is like it's a tough song, man. So, but beautiful song. So
yes.
So as to not be even sadder, shall we move on to the sound system?
Yes.
I've got 15 minutes before my father-in-law opens that garage door and drives his Honda Accord directly behind me. So either we're going to get interrupted by that, or we're going to finish this podcast in 15 minutes.
That would be fucking
We'll see
awesome.
what happens first, yeah.
No, I think we've got this. So my sound system, as I said, was Heroin by Maroon 5.
Yes.
Which I did not realize that there was a Maroon 5 song that came out May 1st.
This year?
Of this year.
This is a new Maroon 5 song.
This is a new Maroon 5 song.
Huh. Okay. Proceed.
Nor would I have imagined that this is a tolerably okay Maroon 5 song. This feels...
I'm vibing with it so far.
Yeah. It feels like a decent mix between Hands All Over and V. And V is what I would say for me is probably the last tolerable Maroon 5 album. It's it's got Maps, it's got Animals, it's got a lot of songs that people know, but it's like the last one that I would fucking just say, yeah, no, I'm not fully against this yet, but I'm kind of teetering on it. Of course, that just came immediately after V. But there's a rhythm to it, and I think that rhythm kind of fucking works.
I'm kind of vibing. It's like it's funky.
A little bop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he doesn't get out there with his voice in the way that he does in later albums.
He's very restrained.
Yes. And I mean, even when you expect him to pop out, he really just still doesn't. And that's the Adam Levine that I know all of us fucking appreciate.
Yeah.
I sent this to Carrie earlier today, my wife. I don't know if she listened to it. So if she has not, I'm apparently going to go immediately like play this on the loudest speaker in the fucking house. Because I think it's okay. I mean, I would be curious what this album, like, if there's an album coming, what does the rest of this sound like? If it's this, I hope it's good.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what an album, if it sounds like this, what it would be.
Yeah,
because I don't know that I've truly enjoyed Maroon 5 since songs about Jane. So the fact that I'm bopping to this is like, I'll give the album a try. But yeah, that's really good. I like that a lot. Well, my sound system is a song called, and I think I may have even brought this up before, not part of sound system, but just generally, a song called Red Hearse off an album called Red Hearse by an artist called Red Hearse. So Red Hearse down the line. And this was in a twist of fortune. Adam's going with the new shit. I'm going with the old shit because this was a 2019 song, 2019 album, done by Mr. Taylor Swift himself, Jack Antonoff. And everybody knows Jack Antonoff is like Taylor Swift's like really close producer and all this other stuff. I know Jack Antonoff from Fun. Right. First. And so when this, I was like, I'll give this a shot because I like his other projects. I like Bleachers a lot, which is also Jack Antonoff. If you don't know who Bleachers is, or if you do, but you don't know it's Jack, I don't know how, if you know who Bleachers is, but whatever.
They also had new music come out this month.
Bleachers?
The Bleachers.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, Red Hearse. I don't think it's him singing.
I can't think so right now as I'm listening to it.
No, it's Sam Dew is the singer. So Red Hearse is a new musical project with Sam Dew and Soundwave called Red Hearse. It was released with 2 singles, Red Hearse and Honey, July 22nd, 2019. Yeah, okay, so it's Sam Dew and Soundwave was also a producer on it, so that's really cool. So that's why I love it so much. So Red Hearse is again the title track, and it's like, I love the synth of it. It's just like the synth and the singing and everything like that. I don't know a lot about Sam Dew. This feels like what happened when I taking the PlayStation. No, I'm kidding. That fucking TikTok sound is stuck in my goddamn head. Have you seen that video?
No.
It's like this character, like this like kid is playing like loudly playing his game, and his like Mexican dad walks in and he goes, no. What happened when I am taking the PlayStation, disconnect it, and put the whole thing in your ass? Wow. And it's so fucking funny. And then this guy, I think his name is Brian Jordan Alvarez. And he's the guy who does the TJ Maxx thing, the sitting is the opposite of standing. That guy. Yeah. He's just been obsessed with the sound. He just like repeats it in like the most off the wall bonkers ways. Anyway. So I said what happened, and then it immediately sent me back there. Anyway, it kind of reminds me of what happens if what if Justin Timberlake didn't do Man of the Woods and instead kind of like reduced his output a bit and did something better. Yeah. It very much feels like what if Justin Timberlake chilled the fuck out for a second and just made like this really, really dope indie style synth album. But
it sounds cool as shit.
Yeah, it's great. Like it's just so like it's so like the synth is so bassy and it bumps so hard, and it's just like such a vibe to listen to. And the whole album is really good. Half Love is also really fucking good. I love Half Love. That's a great song on there. But Red Hearse was the first Red Hearse song that I heard. And so I don't know why, but I think it came up on a playlist because I was doing this thing where I was making my brother-in-law. He's younger, he's 20, and he's sort of like starting to like really discover his music more, and so I made him like a small playlist of songs for him to listen to that I think he would vibe with, and this was one of the songs that I put on there. And so when I was thinking about songs, I was listening to it again. I was like, "Song fucking whips," and I'm glad that I put it on here. So Red Hearst, listen to the whole album, but Red Hearst, the song, is my pick for Sound System. Today we've been joined once again by the Crypt Keeper as we're leaving the show for the evening. She's gone under your desk.
She's gone under the desk. She's going to give me a charger so I can order fucking Domino's. And now we've got a pizza dance in the back for anybody that watches.
I love a pizza
It's not
dance.
my fault your fucking passwords won't work. It's not my fault.
I don't know why Domino's rejects passwords.
I said, fuck you.
I asked Domino's to send me a code. It wouldn't send me a code.
Domino said, go fuck yourself, Gary.
Yeah. I think it's trying to tell you that you should get better fucking pizza, but that's neither here nor there.
Probably.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Sad Kids Record Society. We really appreciate you joining us. We are back. I'm in Washington, and we're back at it. Next week, we are going to talk about Mama and Sleep, which, again, two just fucking crazy ass songs. So I'm very, very, very excited to do that. I think we are doing Mama and Sleep next week, right? We're not doing.
Yeah, we are. And I forgot that because I think if on our sheet, if you look, nope, I'm incapable of reading things on my phone. So yeah, it is Mama and Sleep.
Cool. So as you're listening to this, send us your, again, at the discopod@gmail.com, Sad Kids Record Society on Instagram. Leave your reviews, leave your comments on the apps and all the places, and we will happily read them about your thoughts about House of Rules and Cancer and anything else about the album that you could possibly think of. We'd love to talk about it in our mail time segment, and we'll be back next week with Mama and Sleep. But until such time as that, I declare this meeting of the Sad Kids Record Society closed. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
It's interesting because I'm using my broken fucking webcam to hold up my phone, and so I keep on looking at the webcam instead of the actual camera, and it's fucking me up, and I'm going to hopefully fix it by next week. Anyway.
Also, I told your son we'd get him wings.
Whoops!
Did I listen to pop music because I was miserable? Or was I miserable because I listened to pop music?